Just got to make sure that I turn the sound off on the actual YouTube so it doesn't echo on us. Because been watching some videos for class. No, there's no sound on there. Okay, good. We're good. Okay.
It's not just us that don't know. Is that it, right? No, that's too negative. It's not us that just doesn't know whether we're on or not. I've watched
Oh,
several people that go, "Am I live? Am I live?"
well, yeah, it takes a second to like because it's a little bit of a delay too to show
Uh-huh.
up on YouTube that we're actually live. So,
Okay.
anyway, welcome everyone to our Hurley's Hand Dyed podcast, YouTube podcast. I am Amber from Crafty Performers on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And I'm Donna from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed on Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook, and Crystal Skies Handmade on Etsy and Instagram. So, welcome to our Hurley's Hand Dyed.
To our podcast.
We're a podcast. Although I'm doing more dyeing than you are.
You are. I'm not really dyeing any yarn right now. I know where my stuff is. Well, I know where my pots are. I don't have any dye left because I gave it to you.
I
I
bought it
sold
from
it to you. I know. I know. But people don't have to know our business with that.
Yes. Did you give me a receipt?
I don't know. That was 2 years ago now.
Oh, was it? Yeah, yeah.
A year
And
and a
people
half ago.
get receipts for everything.
Oh, I'm learning how to do them. Oh, hi, Steph. Welcome.
Welcome, Stephanie. Anyway, oh, I don't know if this is a Stephanie. Is this Stephanie Erickson or Stephanie Reese?
It's
Anyway,
Steph. I don't know.
okay. Anyway, one of them, after she purchased our Stephanie Reese, she purchased our Dragon and Dungeons or Dragon and Yarn. And then she emailed me, she said, Donna, do you know that your Geico insurance card is up on the is showing on your March
Oh,
thing?
no.
I had hit it. Thank goodness it's only been up a day. She said, I thought
Oh,
maybe
no.
you didn't want that up there. So
Yeah, no, probably not.
probably not. It
It would
was
have to
last
know
year's
your
anyway.
birthday and your social security number too. So I could use it, but nobody else.
Oh yeah, right, true.
Right.
Well, yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
it was like,
Anyway, so I'm
how
glad they caught that.
did that got on there? And I even looked, and it's not even near the pictures I put up there. So it's like, how did I hit
Weird.
that? Sometimes when you're scrolling down to find your picture, if you hit
Mhm.
one too hard, it checks it. So I think
Oh, yeah,
maybe,
that's fair. I
yeah.
see what
So
you're saying.
anyway,
I do have the link for it. She said that wasn't her. She's like, but I'm glad the other stuff let you know.
thank you. Yeah. Oh, it's like, okay.
I do have
So,
the link for the new month in the description of this video too, by the way, for the
oh, good.
dragons.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And we're sorry, but we can't show you the dragon from February because people are just getting it
Mhm.
today and Monday and Tuesday, I hope. So yeah. So we'll have to wait and show you next time. And next time will be what, the 24th. So it'll always be time to get the March ones out.
Mhm.
So
We'll have 5 more days left in the month because it's leap year.
yeah, but I told everybody the 28th. That gives me an extra day and you an extra day to send them to me and me an extra day to make them up.
Oh, that's true. But every other month we have 30 and 31 days. So we still have less now.
That's true. Yes, yes, it is. That's why I put it up, even though I hadn't sent. I mean, I put them up yesterday, right when I sent the other ones out, because I thought, we're already into you know, only
Mhm.
having like 3 weeks. So anyway, so what's your week been like?
Tiring. We have parent teacher conferences again next week for the
Ooh,
new semester. I've been trying to get a hold of all my parents and get them scheduled to come in because we have to have them for everyone, not just D's and F's. Well,
oh,
everyone in my student development class. I
okay.
have like 22 students. It's like my homeroom.
Oh, but do
So I've
they all
got,
show up? All the parents show up?
no,
I didn't think
last
so.
semester I got like 12 of the 22.
Well,
Um,
if your child was doing well, you
mhm.
might think, I don't need to talk to the teachers. They're doing well. Why waste my time to go
And
in?
I actually had a parent email me that last semester. Like, we're not concerned about their grades. It's fine. We're good. Like, okay. I mean, that's your choice. It's not me.
Yeah,
So,
not a mandatory that the,
mm-mm.
the kids come in. So, yeah.
Well, they try to tell us it's mandatory to get 100%.
Mm.
But I mean, if parents don't want to come in, I can't force someone to come in.
Do you get a raise if you get 100%?
No. No, I get a raise if I move up the ladder.
Yeah,
The credits ladder, not like the I'm a better teacher ladder. We don't
right.
do that. Hi, Jill. Welcome, by the way. Sorry, I saw that you said good evening, all, and I haven't had a chance to respond. So yeah, I'm tired. It's, and I'm taking my math praxis test next Saturday. So guys, if you're praying people or good thoughts people, send me prayers and good thoughts that I pass it the first time so I can get my secondary license and don't have to worry about it as much anymore. I'm still doing my classes for my master's and everything, but if I can take this test, I won't have to worry anymore. So,
About that. Right.
mhm. Yes. Oh, Jill's watching us on her phone from the hotel in Dumas,
Is that Colorado?
I
Is
don't
she
know.
in Colorado?
I can't
To help
remember.
her dad? Remember they were gonna sign papers or something for her dad's house?
Yeah,
He,
can't remember.
I think it's this weekend. Yeah.
Probably
And
right.
then be done with Colorado.
I know that feeling. It's like when we were finally done with Idaho.
Oh, well, even when you were finally done with Utah, you had to go back and forth a couple times.
That's true to get our stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Texas. She's in
always,
Texas.
oh,
Dumas,
huh,
Texas. Yeah, that's okay.
oh,
I don't
I
know
don't
what
even know what that is. That sounds like a little town.
Texas is bigger than like 5 other states combined, so it could be anywhere. I mean,
Yes,
it's
biggest
big.
state in the United States.
Hmm.
Did you know, I learned something yesterday. Did you know that Alaska is 20% the size of the entire United States? I mean, if you took all the states together, Alaska is 20%. And yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I knew it was the biggest state, but I just didn't realize it was that big.
Hmm.
So,
And it is not an island.
no, no, it's
There are
not.
people who look at a map and think it's an island.
It's more of a peninsula. I
No,
mean, it's
it's part
out
of a landmass.
like Florida. Well, the peninsulas are attached, aren't they?
They are, but it's not really a peninsula. It's really like it's just
Up
no,
there
just but it's
by the
like
coast.
oh, it's not really. It's Dumas. Sorry, in the Upper Panhandle, Dumas.
Oh, okay.
She phonetically wrote DOOM-US, Dumas.
Okay.
Sorry, some of those words are hard. Like I don't know if it has an
I
accent
wouldn't want to live in a
or
town
not.
that said doom us.
I know. Well, I was like, if it had another S on the end, I would say something else. I'd pronounce it a different way. But I'm like, I'm not going to say that. Oh,
Yeah.
Aunt Shell's on. Hi, Aunt Shell.
Hi, Shelley. Yeah, she missed this last time, I think. They got hit with a lot of snow.
They
You got
did.
hit with some snow, but they really got hit with snow. And I want snow because, Jill, I can't snow die until I get some snow.
Our snow is all melted though. It
Yeah.
snowed a whole bunch until about noon, and then nothing.
Jeffrey has promised me it's going to snow here again. So I said,
You're
well, I'm
like,
going to be
okay.
right out there. I'm going to be right out there with my shovel. putting stuff in. But I
uh,
have,
oh,
mhm.
Jill said that's what Mr. Fiber calls it. The
Oh, yeah,
the SS one.
yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
funny. Anyway, how about
Um,
your week or 2 weeks? It's been 2 weeks.
yeah, I've dyed yarn. I've dyed micro minis, the 10 grammars. I've dyed yarn. I've dyed sock blanks. I've dyed our Dragon Club. Boy, have I been busy.
You
And
have
then
been busy.
today I did something for the other shop. So yeah. So I'm my other shop, the Crystal Skies Handmade, it's like a foster child. I just kind of forget about it.
Oh, and I passed a class from my master's too. I didn't say that.
Oh, that's
Just,
right. You did say that.
just on Thursday, I passed my algebra for secondary teaching. So
So have you been in it a year yet? Or did
no,
you start
this is my
September?
second semester. I started in July.
July. Okay. I
Mhm.
couldn't remember if you started last year when you were still down south or if you waited till you got up here.
I started in Alamogordo July 1st.
Oh, were
So
you still down there then?
mhm.
Oh, yeah, you didn't move till August, did you? Or September?
No, we moved the third week of July.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I started my class. I finished geometry No, the first class I took was not geometry. It was one that had a whole bunch of tasks in it.
Like an algebra or
No, it was
something?
geometry. I took geometry first. That's right. I
Oh,
took geometry first. And then I took another class while I was doing trigonometry.
yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
But geometry, I finished it before we moved. Because that was my goal to finish it before we moved. I worked my butt off on it. So,
Okay.
but
Right.
yeah,
Well,
now I'm trying to work my butt off more for calculus because calculus is hard too.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't ever have to take that. I mean, I just slid through algebra and geometry and was so glad it was over.
Mhm. Well, I didn't think I was good at math for a long time because I
Well,
wasn't good at it in high school. But
but you were, you tested out in college.
no, I didn't. I had to take math in
What did
college.
you test out of?
I tested out of English.
Of English, okay.
I took the AP exam and I tested out of
Right,
English.
right.
Sorry,
Have
I
you,
just started something on my printer.
I would say, have you any new things from your printer? Any new designs or anything?
Um, I printed this.
What was that flat thing you were printing? Oh,
Oh,
a
it
chat.
was a tissue box. It was a tissue box holder.
Oh, that kind of a tissue. I was thinking it was going to be the long, tall. Oh, isn't that pretty?
You open it is, but this one is flawed because I didn't know I needed support, so I actually had to cut it here because it kind of cut over to itself. So I had to cut it. So this one stayed in here, and I made one for my classroom and one for Dave's classroom that didn't have supports on, or that did have
Oh,
support, but they looked better.
so
But
it's just on the sides?
it's just
What part did you print?
both.
Tissue part out. Oh, just that thing?
I printed this and I
Oh, you
printed this.
did print that. Okay.
Yeah, but
That's
I had to
striped.
cut part of it because
Where did
it
it's striped?
it's the fast print rainbow that I got.
It's
It's
beautiful.
Mhm. I got two rolls of it actually, so I can use it for a lot of things. So,
Ooh,
but
maybe a dinosaur. I mean, a dragon,
oh, that
huh?
yeah, I haven't made a dragon with it yet. I want to. But yeah, I made a peacock with it for someone at school. Someone bought a peacock from me and it made a beautiful peacock.
Sure,
But I didn't
did
take
you
a
take the
picture of it.
picture? Ah,
I should have, but I didn't. I had to glue in the feathers, or it was like you pop in the feathers and stuff on the back. It was stressful because it was like three pieces.
oh,
And then I made this little, oh, I just realized that I have some issues on the back. That's okay. This is just for it's a little
like a
treasure
treasure.
chest.
You made
And
it in brown.
it's
Or,
blue. Oh, I know. But I just used what I had in my printer at the time.
oh,
And it's got a little key. You can lock it, but the key has to stay in when you lock it.
oh, okay. Because you
And
can't
then
pull it back out.
no, it doesn't go all the way around.
Yeah, so
It
you
only
can't.
goes to the right. So, but actually I can close it and lock it just by, it moves the mechanism. You can actually see the mechanism is right here on the bottom that
Oh, okay.
slides back and forth.
Oh,
But
okay. But
yeah,
you don't tell your students that.
no, I was just experimenting with it.
Yeah.
I saw the design. I was like, that's cute. It's cute. I don't know. I like cute things. Not everything has to be for sale.
Have you made any more of those things that you made Jeff for Christmas?
No, I have not.
He said those would sell on.
But I looked at the prices that they're selling them for on eBay,
Uh-huh.
and
No,
it's not worth the filament.
oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because each one takes like half of a spool of filament, so you're in it like $15, and they're
Wow.
selling them for 20.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would not be enough for me to sell them to him and then him to sell them. Like neither
I,
of us
I
profit.
wanted you to put them on
Well, I
for
thought
you.
he wanted to put them on eBay.
No, he said you should put them up. They'd sell.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought he wanted to do it. I thought he wanted to make it
Well,
as a new business thing,
we did
but
talk about it, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean they're not right because of especially like they would sell on eBay, but people are undercutting the prices on there, I think.
but I thought you'd put it on your Etsy store.
Yeah, I haven't really looked on Etsy as much for him.
Yeah.
I looked on eBay, but yeah.
So anyway,
No, I haven't printed any of those yet. I need to do some of those with the crystals as different colors. Like with the multicolored. I'd have to sell those for more, of course, because that's
you
more
did.
weight.
You said like a gold,
His was
and it's pretty. It's pretty.
I think I did his in rose, purple, gold, tricolor. So that when
Tell
you
them
move
what
it,
we're talking about. I don't know what it's called.
oh, it's a switch dock.
A switch dock.
Actually, here, I have one here.
Make your own
Yeah, I
too?
have
Make
one for
yourself
ours.
one?
Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yes, because mom can't see your comments.
Anyway, I'm not good about talk amongst yourselves. I could never do a single podcast like you do, Jill. I just couldn't do it. I need someone to be talking to. Of course, then I can't read the comments either, so I really can't talk amongst myself. Hurry up, Amber. Anyway, it's a docking port. It's really nice. Jeffrey loves it. It's real pretty. So,
Your dog wants in.
oh, you're putting Rusty outside now?
Oh, for a little bit to go to the bathroom and stuff.
I mean, you don't have to stand out there like you used to have to.
I have to do that after school still. He
Mm,
won't stay out without me after school.
okay.
The aliens in my shop are both red and orange, and there's one that's like red and green. And then there's some littler ones that are that I think are the same color that I made Jeff's thing. They're
The gold?
purple pink or gold purple rose. So this is the one for ours. It looks a little different because he has an OLED and ours is just the regular switch, but
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah.
to make
And
your switch dock look pretty.
he had to take the thing off the back of his. He
Oh,
had
okay.
because it fit, but it was so tight that, yeah.
Okay.
So he
Well, and I
took
had
that.
never made the OLED one before, so I didn't know, but I just found the one that said it was for that. So, but this
Yeah.
one it's a red, blue, green.
Right, right. So I'd bring his in, but I'm
You
afraid of
don't
it.
want to mess anything up.
Yeah, you know me. So
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
have you seen those astronauts that someone has that have a skeleton inside of it?
Yeah, same designer as mine, actually. I can do those ones. I just haven't.
I'm going, whoa.
I can also do mine too if I want to, and I can color the face and make him look human inside because
Oh,
I have the multicolor thing. I have flesh colored filament.
or
I
you
could,
can make him green, make him look like an alien.
but he looks a lot like oh shoot,
Aldrich?
no, Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, yes. Okay, gotcha.
A lot like Buzz
It
Lightyear.
was Aldrich? I didn't know he, but anyway,
Buzz Aldrin, you mean?
yeah, Aldrin. But you haven't even put any more things in your shop
I know I
lately.
haven't. I know. I realize that. I know. It's okay. We're good. I did sell something this week, so we're okay.
Peacock?
Oh, a dragon. And I sold some stuff at school too. I sold two dragons and the peacock to someone.
Right.
And one
Yeah,
of the guys I work
that
with
nice dragon.
he might buy some dice towers for me because he does Dungeons and Dragons. And they're about to start a whole new campaign. And they're designing their campaign. And he was thinking about the dice towers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we'll see if that
Yeah,
goes.
that's true. But anyway, so yeah.
So
So
you don't have any
I
whips
don't
or
have any
finished
whips
objects, do you?
or finished objects.
I do, and they're all diamond painting.
Hey, let me think here. Oh yeah, well I do have finished objects,
Mhm.
same as what's in my shop. Well, kind of. The
What?
sock blanket is kind of a finished object.
Well, yeah, but it's more of a what's in my shop.
Yeah, so
Do you
yeah,
want to talk about
I- you guys, I've been dyeing yarn so much. Yes, our little book. Mine's different. Amber actually has one that's a diamond one for
yes,
diamond.
so this says I craft so hard I sweat diamonds, and it's a diamond painting log. So I decided this year I want to keep track of my diamond paintings. So I'm going to show you a page that doesn't have my stuff I've started because I'm going to show you those with my whips. But it has a spot to put with Diamond Art Club, and a lot of the companies actually have stickers that you can put in here. Put a picture of your design. You put the title. It has so that you can put who you bought it from, how much you paid for it, what
Oh
you
wow.
did with it when you're done. And it has a 5 diamond rating scale, so you can rate how much you loved the diamond painting or not. And you select if you have the square or the round diamonds. So I'm gonna this year try really hard to keep track of all mine because I know, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I finished one. I think I finished one, but I can't remember what I finished when and how long they took me. So my
Yes,
goal is to do them
it's
all.
to them all. Yeah, I know. Well, and
It's
I have this book
January.
that I
You have
got.
one.
I got
Yes.
cat, and I actually I had started it, and I
Mhm.
had like I have my tiger in here when I started it exactly 1 year ago, and it's not done. Then the cat that Amber finished hers, I haven't got mine done. But when you get a diamond art, it comes with this sticker that has all this stuff on it. That has
Diamond
where
Art Club does.
start
I don't know
date,
about other
end date,
brands.
right? So and then, but this I thought, oh, I can use up one of my books, but
Mhm.
yeah, so I've got to get better at, but I've actually been busy, you guys. I've actually been doing stuff for my shop.
And this is what I've been doing to de-stress.
Yeah,
Is diamond painting. And
yeah,
when I watch my calculus videos, I've been doing diamond paintings. That's when I finished one of my sets because I'm watching the videos and I'm absorbing the information because a lot of it makes more sense. And then I'm going to do the practice problems.
right,
So for me, like I like to have something to do with my hands and
right.
focus. So that's what I have my simpler stuff I've been doing in here, and my more difficult stuff is on the table in the living room.
Yes, and I
So,
promised I was going to do my February calendar, and I haven't even started it, you guys. So I told Amber I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I mean, I
yeah,
can do it in like an hour or two. They're not a lot. They're what do you call it? Where they're not all
they're partials.
they're partials. So they're easy to do. And February is almost mid-February. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
February
really
10th right now. So,
and I still haven't figured where I want to hang it. Maybe I'll hang it up here where I have my cutting board from when we used to cut fabric. I've
oh,
got a
yeah.
nice style there. But because
Mhm.
I want it somewhere where I can actually see it, so I remember to turn
Do
the
it.
yeah, and to do it. Yeah. So,
You should do the
but
February one and then like 2 days later do the March one so that you have
yeah,
it. February is such a short month. So you have it
yeah.
ready to flip when February ends.
Right. And I just wonder how heavy it's going to get with 12 different diamond darts at the end.
I
And
honestly probably would cut each one off
that's
as the
why I
birth.
said I wish they would have perforated it. So
Mhm.
you could, and then you could actually frame them if you wanted, or,
Mhm.
but
That
they
would have been
do
nice. I
about
wonder if they'll do something
full
like
on
that
stuff,
next year.
maybe if they
So,
do it again, but it's sold out right away, so they probably will do it again.
mhm.
But just like the
Um,
24 days or the 12 days of Christmas, I missed out again.
Me
So
too. The advent calendar, I waited
yeah.
way too long. It was still active for like 30 minutes. And then I
Yes,
was
I waited an
like, "Did
hour.
I
I went back, but that's why on the calendar, boy, the minute I mean, I woke up to the ding that they were posting it, and boy, I went right in. I
Mhm.
thought, this is something I am going to get. I am going to do this.
Mhm.
If you guys saw how many diamond paintings I have up here to do, one, two, three, four,
If you could see my closet, my hall closet.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 30, 31. I have 31 up there. But some of them are done because when the Christmas gnomes, I rolled them back up and put them back in their box. So
Oh,
they're
that's fun.
so yeah. But yeah, and I do not have the wall space. You do. You have a new house, so you have wall space to put these up. Plus, you can put them up at school.
Mhm.
But yeah. Was it you that recommended that when I'm done with them, if I want to take them down to like the library or somewhere and see if they'll, or
Mhm.
donate them to a school library?
Yeah. There's people I've seen, they donate them to their doctor's offices if they have ones that are like medical or like their vet, if they've done pet ones to put up.
Oh, yeah,
So, I
I
mean, you
never
can
thought
donate them
about
to,
that.
or like even old folks' homes to
Yeah.
put up
But
there.
you put so much hours in them, you almost hate to close
There's there's people on the VIP page who buy them, do them, and then throw them away because for them it's all about doing it. And they don't care what happens after. They just throw it away. And I'm like, that is so much money down the drain. But they're
them.
like, I don't care. They're like, that's what I do. I'm like,
Well,
okay.
I was doing and I mean these aren't even as much, but I was doing a yarn and I was doing it for my getting it ready to put it in the cake for so that I can make minis out of it.
Mhm.
It got tangled, and let me tell you, after doing, I got 30 grams out of the 100 gram, and I just took it off the spinner and threw it in the garbage. I thought, I am not fooling with this, So
Like
it's
I did
not
with my sock
worth it.
yarn that Rusty stole. I like cut out a
Oh,
huge chunk and just tied it together. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, well, I couldn't even do that because I tried I made it in a little ball and was weaving it, and I thought, this is not worth spending 2 hours doing. I am
No.
sorry,
Yeah.
so yeah, so it
Um,
in the garbage.
Laurel's on. Hi, Laurel. Welcome. And then Jill says those are cool books. I have one for crochet and one for knitting. That's
Oh,
smart.
nice.
Keep track of what you're doing with your crochet too. You could put what hook you're using
Yes,
because
that would
we
really,
all forget.
oh, I still don't, yeah. That's why
your
that's
your your yarn and lot number if it's like or dye lot if it's got a dye lot. So you have
right,
that too, like in case you
right.
the wrapping, because we
Because
all
let me tell you, we all know, I mean, just like remember when we were buying the mandala?
Mhm.
Sometimes it would say it was pink, yellow, green, orange. Sometimes it was starting in the pink in the middle. Sometimes it was starting in the orange in the middle. And we even matched dye lots. Do you remember that time you were with me at Walmart and we were looking at them and the dye lots and they still didn't match. I mean,
Oh, a
because I
vague.
think they go so many grams and they just cut it and start the next one.
Mhm.
They
So
don't
they
care
start
where it
to
starts or
place.
ends.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I was watching a podcast. She got some yarn from a company, and
Mhm.
she got the that kind where that was like certain colors where, and she got two of each, and every one of them they had started on one, and then they did the opposite winding on the other. And she said, I hate that. She said, I suppose if you were making something and gonna fade in and then fade out. But she said,
Normally,
most of us don't do that. She said, so I'll have to rewind this whole thing.
yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah, but yeah.
So I'm gonna show my finished objects
Okay.
first
Okay.
before I do my whip.
I've got mail to show.
We've got
Okay.
mail to open. So I'm gonna show
Yeah.
I'm showing my finished object first because I want to show off my book with my whips because I started the book with my two whips. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so I got the Diamond Art Club cards. I got a set of cards, and they are like the little magical things. So this is one of them that I finished. The stars, it's a partial. So like the stars are diamonds, and then the Pegasus Acorn. He's a unicorn, but he's a Pegasus. So he's a Pegasus Acorn.
You have to really love somebody to send them one of those.
Oh, this is gonna be a hand delivery only. Come
Or
in
you could,
super nice envelopes. These are shiny, Mom. They're like
oh,
so thick and shiny. And then they've got the little slot in the
oh,
back to close
oh,
it.
they're really not to send to
No,
somebody.
these are more to hand deliver to someone. And then this is it was a pack of three. So I finished two of the three.
Okay.
And this one says, I choose to be a unicorn. It's a llama corn.
Do they have any writing on the inside or are they are blank
These ones don't.
where you have
They've got like 3 or 4 sets right now. Some of them might, because I think some say like have a magical birthday or something, so they might say something inside. But these
oh,
ones I got, none of these are birthday. The other one is Under the Sea Friends, and it's a mermaid. I haven't done it yet though. So
now, are they like the calendar where each card has its own separate pack of,
so
yeah,
I
that
just be
makes,
going through, I use the one and I throw the rest of the drills away.
are you throwing away?
I have been, yeah.
I was thinking about my calendar. Should I just throw the extras away? Because I'll never need them, you
Well,
know?
yeah, because they're not DMC numbered either.
No, they're
They're
not.
just like 1 through 9.
Yep, that's how these are. Yeah. So,
Another finished object that you guys haven't seen, but my video of my one finished object that I posted today has had
um,
2.3 thousand views. Okay,
yes, I saw
so
that. I thought, okay.
Paint Gem Space Edition. And just a reminder, I am an affiliate for Paint Gem. So if you want to buy any Paint Gem, there's a link in our description. I get, I think, 10 or 15% back. I don't know. I've only gotten it back once or twice, so I don't remember how much. So the Paint Gem ones are tiny, and I wish Diamond Art Club would do some like this. I think that would be amazing. Um, because I liked these because you can do one in like a half an hour. Well, it took about an hour because these are
Jill got
square.
some of those. Jill got some of those too.
She
And
did. I
she,
think she
yeah,
got the dark arts one or tarot, or it had like tarot cards in it, I remember. I can't remember the other one that she got, maybe the plant one. But
yeah. They-
she said I would be tempted to put that in a journal with double-sided tape, the cards. Oh, yeah, because they're so fancy. So fancy.
yeah. Well, I would just cut the back off and use them as a little print, like
Yeah.
you're doing with, get them framed if you want to frame them or whatever, and just put them up. Like those
Um,
Christmas ones I got.
oh yeah, that would be nice to keep them nice. Um, Paint Gem, this one has 10 minis in it. Some of them
Is
have
it
more, some have less.
is this still the one, the outer space one, or what is it
Yes,
called?
this is the
Galaxy?
space one. I finally finished it.
Oh,
So,
good.
a comet, a nebula, a galaxy,
Uh-huh.
another galaxy, another galaxy, another comet hitting a planet, it looks like.
Yeah.
This is a nebula. It's hard to tell is, but it's a
Oh,
nebula.
yeah, it's a little bit different,
Saturn.
right?
Oh, she got the tarot and the mystery. I have the mystery one I still have to do. They have a new mystery, or I think they have 3 mysteries now. I want to get
They
another one.
had the parks, national parks. I thought about getting that one. I thought that would be kind of neat, different parks.
I
Because I
might
think
have one of the
Utah was
national.
in there.
Black hole, and then this is the Little Dipper or the Big Dipper.
Yep, one
So
of them.
it's fun. I liked it because they are squares, but they went fast because they're so tiny. I need to get like a frame that has like the multiple holes in it.
Oh yeah.
Write 6 pictures and fill it with these because I think that would be fun.
Too bad you don't teach science instead of
I'm really good friends with one of our science teachers though, but
math.
she does not have any wall space in her classroom for anything. Like her classroom has a lot, well, because she's got a whole bunch of cabinets too, because science
Oh
supplies.
yeah, science. Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish I had cabinets. I don't have any cabinets.
Hmm.
One set of shelves, and they're rickety.
Uh,
I have no storage space. Okay, and then my other finished object
okay.
that I finished this morning.
Finally, that's the one you posted.
Yes, this is the one I made
Oh,
the video of, but it's
yeah.
so pretty. Look how sparkly it is.
Yep.
Like, it's so pretty. Like, I
Now, is
love
that
it.
going to your classroom? That
I
would be a
want,
that would be a cute one for Dave's because he
I know
teaches
for
the little kids.
elementary, but
Yeah.
not elementary music. Like
No.
elementary music. So that's different. Although he is working on Scooby-Doo
Uh-huh.
and switching out the it's like Scooby-Doo in front of a field, like a blue field with or purple with eyes, and he's switching out the eyes with glow in the darks. It's gonna be so cool. We've been messing with it, but it's square, so it's gonna take a long time.
Where did you find squared glow in the darks?
Diamond Drills USA.
Okay, because I would say I've never seen those at Hobby Lobby. That's the only place I've
Um,
actually seen the glow
there's
in the
actually
dark.
companies out there that you can buy replacement drills. There's one company that makes specific what does she call enhancement kits for Diamond Art Club kits. She'll give you specific ones tailored for that kit. And it's not just glow in the dark. You can get like ABs, you can get crystals, like where you'll switch them out. Like she's done the work. She
Uh-huh.
sends you, this is the kit for that kit. This is what you switch out
Oh,
for that.
neat.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
because I've seen people that have switched out stuff like you did. Uh,
Mhm.
but there's been a lot of these that I thought, oh, that would be so neat, especially when you have a cat, if they did the glowing eyes or,
Oh, there's a Christmas one with the Christmas tree and
uh-huh,
Santa and like 10 cats. And
uh-huh,
the
uh-huh.
eyes all glow in that one.
Oh,
It's
from
actually
Diamond Art.
made that way from
That's
Diamond Art Club. But I think
okay.
I don't know
I
if
saw that. I didn't know that because they also have the one with the dog with the tree,
they
dogs in the tree. And I don't
yeah.
think this is on
I
that
don't
one.
remember
But
they have a couple that way, but that one there's one specifically that has the eyes that glow. And I'm like, because I was like, oh, is that an enhancement they did? And she was like, no, this is how it comes. It's like
you know
that's
what you would, the one, and I didn't get it. The one where the cats are sitting at nighttime looking out the window and stuff, all the different cats. That would be pretty with dark with the glow eyes too, because
Mhm.
that would be, yeah.
That'd be pretty. I'm now starting to think of all the enhancements I could do to some of these ones that I have. But
I
I'm like,
still want to do that one that I have, the cats with the hairy Potter book. She's reading
oh,
the two kittens,
mhm.
the mama cat, but it's big. It's one of the big ones. So it's like, I
Oh,
don't know.
and the new square I started today is big. When you see which one I started today, you're gonna be like, really? Because
Did
my
you
cat,
start that one? That long, skinny one?
no.
No, that's the one Dave got, right?
Yes, that's a Dave one. That's one of the piano. That's a piano and the draglings. Yes. That
Yeah.
is long and skinny. I did not know. No, this is one that I was so excited to buy. I bought it a restock and got it I used a coupon on it and I paid shipping. But I had
Okay.
like a $50 off coupon when I bought it, so I ended up
I,
paying
I got I
$25
think
more.
$50 off coupon too. So,
Make
but what
sure you
one did you buy?
Oh, I'll show you first in a second. Okay, first off, this is one of my whips that I started this week. I started it in here. This is my in this room one. It stays in here when I do homework. It's Snuffy. He's my favorite. This is how far I've gotten on Snuffy so far, just his eyes.
And you know what's cute about those? They'll
Mm.
go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would make neat, nice gifts. Like if you want to send something to Madeline's baby or the little girl for her room, or to
Or Marche's.
Marche's little baby. Yeah, because they're fast to make. They're
Mhm.
not a whole lot of money.
No,
And
and it's
probably
only
very fast.
6 colors. It's
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were telling
colors.
me there. Now,
One
'cause
glow in the dark and one fairy dust.
oh, a fairy dust too.
The
What's
blue,
the
the
eye?
blue, the fairy
Oh,
dust.
okay.
The glow in the dark is the black. So like all the outlines. So at night you have the outline of Snuffy.
Oh.
Because remember he was his imaginary friend that was not so imaginary, that nobody believed was real.
Snuffleupagus. And
Yeah,
that's the big
he was
Snuffleupagus.
Big Bird's imaginary friend.
Oh, I
And
remembered him.
it came out in the 90s that he was not so imaginary, that he was actually real.
Yeah.
Big Bird wasn't making him up.
He
I
was
think
a funny
it
looking elephant with a lot of hair.
Snuffleupagus. Yes, Snuffy.
That's why you
And
liked him, because you like elephants. You've
oh,
liked elephants forever.
I named my first dog after him.
That's right, Snuffles.
Snuffy, Snuffles, yep. And then, okay, this one. This is What Lies Beneath by Dakota Detweiler.
Did you get that other new one they put out?
No,
The
they've released a few by Dakota Detweiler recently. No, I
yeah.
didn't get that one. I saw that one. But this one I was so excited for because it's got a ship in it. It's got the octopus's head is an island, and
How
then the
far are you
tentacles
on
are.
that one?
I
Or
just
have you
started
not
today.
started
It took me,
it?
it took me an hour and a half to kit it up, Mother.
Oh, I know. That's why I have to I have to finish mine that I've got, because I've got them kitted up and I've only got three kit things and I don't want to have to buy a new one. Oh, nice.
This is how much I've gotten done today. And I only covered it part way with the cover minders or with the
Okay.
pages, and then the plastic is still on the rest right
Well,
now.
that's like the tiger one, the tiger
Mhm.
spirit. I've got her all covered in those. I've got all my things used up, and on the black cat one too. All the little papers are used up. I've got to do those.
I
Okay,
know.
I'm
And my
gonna
dad,
start on them.
like, he's like, should we get me some of my own papers? So I have my own designs. I'm like, do you want some for Valentine's Day? Tell me what you want, and I'll order you some. Like, we got our little thingies that I showed last time, the little toolboxes. So he's got his own and I've got my own. I showed you my blue toolbox that I
Yeah, but
got.
I can't remember what you put in it. What it is it for?
I've got
Is
my
it
wax in it.
like?
I've got my extra
Oh,
pens. I've got my all of my papers. My envelopes full of papers are in it, and Dave's got his own set up with his stuff too. Um, yeah. So
hey,
anyway,
are there any comments over there that you need to
yeah,
be?
I was gonna. Jill said I should keep all the elephants for myself. Oh, I will.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but I have these guys would be good for gifts too.
Oh, yeah.
These small
Yes.
ones too, because
They're
these
so
are
cute too.
tiny and they
Mhm.
only have like 6 to 8 colors. So those will
Right.
be 2 for presents. And let's see, Lori Armstrong says, hello, lurking while working on a border for a wrap scarf. Nice. Hi,
Nice.
Lori, welcome.
All right. Yeah.
All
So,
right. Do you want to do your what came in the mail?
oh yes, it came in the mail. Okay. It's Jill still out there. I
Yes.
got my pearls from you. I've
Hey.
actually worked with it. I made a couple um dishcloths with them today and yesterday. Yeah, when I watch TV, I make dishcloths because I don't have to think. I just make them. So, but anyway, isn't it pretty? And I think this was an Andromedus. I can't remember, but it is a G plus. So that's
Really
that.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks almost like an ocean.
Yeah. Yeah. Hers is, I also have this one, but mine is totally different. Mine has all the blue up here and the orange just down here or something.
You know,
It
that's
looks,
the fun of pouring epoxy. When you
yeah.
pour the different colors together, they move on their own.
Right. So, and then yesterday I got my Omni hooks that I was telling you guys about last week. So
Hmm.
I got three Omnis. I couldn't remember what size I got, but I did remember that I did get that G plus. And on the Omni box, they don't tell you what size they are on the box itself.
They don't tell
They
you on
just
the box. Is it on the hook?
on the book.
Oh,
Right.
okay. So they
So
have
this is
generic
what
boxes that they use, basically.
I've also been using this. This is another G plus, and I just love it too. It's
Oh,
orange and black.
that's pretty.
That pretty. And yeah, and it's real smooth. Sometimes you never know when you get different brands, but it's real smooth. It's really nice. So that, but I'm gonna have to get another rack. I have a rack and a wood round thing, but I don't think I can get these last two in the wood round
I
thing because
probably could 3D print you a rack, like a pen holder type thing.
yeah, I bet
I
you
bet I
could.
could 3D print you one.
And then this one is really pretty too. I've got some bigger ones. This is a 6.5K. I like Omni because they put them in real big
Mm-hmm.
writing, and it's not only painted on, it's recessed. So
Mm-hmm.
even if the paint wears off, it's still there. But can you see the little flecks of gold in it's got
Yeah, that's really pretty.
gold. And this is I think I only have one of these, a K. I might not even have any Ks. That's why I got this one.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And then my last one is another big one. But I don't usually use the bigger hooks, but sometimes if I decide to finally go in and get some of the thicker,
Mm-hmm.
I might. This one I put back in the box, and when I put it in, I crinkled the paper wrong. There we go. And this is a 6, a J. And it has the design too like that.
Is it
With
green?
that. It's kind of a dark turquoise.
Okay, that's pretty.
In that you can really see that. Sometimes on the furls, like here, you really have to look to find where the G plus is, because
Hmm.
they didn't make them real recessed, and it kind of can rub off.
Mm-hmm.
But and they're twice as much. These were $10.85, and the furls have gone up now to $26. So, and they're
Wow.
made they're really almost identical. They have a furls that I want. It's called Winter Wonderland. It's like a white here and a light, beautiful wintry blue down here.
That sounds
So,
pretty.
but it's $29.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Oh,
anyway, that's my things. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to send you a picture of my rack and see if you can make me one like it.
mm-hmm.
I wish you could make some of those bowls I sent
I know,
pictures.
and I have to look and see. I don't know if they offer commercial licensing because I've seen those, but I think they have that's their own design and that's their own Etsy store.
And the only problem with them that I thought about after I sent to you is,
They're light.
yes, I wonder how well when you have a ball of yarn in and you're pulling it through the thing, if it would lift the whole thing up. Because wood is nice and heavy.
Right.
I wonder
And
if
I think the only issue would be if you were an aggressive knitter or crocheter. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if we could put like rubber stoppers on the bottom and that would help it from sliding.
or put some kind of a weight on
Hmm.
the bottom or something.
Yeah.
But,
Um,
whew,
Gonna catch up on a couple comments really fast.
Excuse me,
Lori
my
says
God.
she hasn't done any diamond painting since before Thanksgiving. You know,
Welcome to my club.
yeah, I go through phases, and right now I'm really like, I just want to sit down and diamond paint.
Yeah.
It really is an anti-stress thing for me because I get so focused on it. Like when I'm working on my squares, I have to focus. The rounds, I don't feel like I have to focus as much. The cards I do because I can't multi-place on the cards because they're everywhere. They're not in straight lines.
To my club.
So I have to single place those cards. They took way longer than they would have if I could have multi-placed.
Okay, and I
Um,
single place everything.
you
So
do. You
you
do.
can see how long it takes me to do the bigger stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I get
Jill
it
said
done.
she hasn't done any diamond painting this year yet. She's like, I need to cheat on my yarn. She's, you've been
Yeah.
doing more crocheting and knitting. You've been focused. It's not like you've not been doing anything.
See,
Um,
like me, been dyeing yarn and I've got to
yep.
do
And she
something.
said about your new crochet hook, she likes the darker one.
The
That dark
dark
turquoise one.
teal
Yeah.
or
She
the
likes that.
the orange with the black,
Oh, I don't know. She
which
just said
is
I
the
like that
first one.
darker one.
The first one I showed. I really like it. What
Yeah.
happened was I got one almost like it in the bigger, only I got the black with the white.
Mhm.
And when I got it last year, it was mostly black. And I thought, oh, I hope this is nice swirl. It's orange and brown. So it has the nice swirl pattern. But you don't know, I got a white with black, one that looked like these kind, like the furls,
Mhm.
last year too. And the picture shows it really swirled, and mine just has barely any black on it. It's mostly white. But like you
But they
said, you
have no control over the epoxy.
just pour it in and whatever it comes out like, but they're still fun. And I really like, because when I crochet, I like this. I was getting from the shorter hooks, I was getting like a callus here, or
Mhm.
it would hurt after because it would hit me right there. So, and I guess you might say it choked the neck.
Mhm.
So yeah, when I don't know if I could ever do the
I don't
pencil.
know. Some people do it that way.
Yeah,
Not funny.
Tristan does. That's how she crochets. And she could go so fast.
Mhm.
So,
Jill said she liked the turquoise one.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that one.
of course. If it's teal, it's teal. But anyway,
Oh,
but have we moved up to what's in my shop?
you have moved up to what's in your shop.
Okay, I did die this week. Like I told you guys, last 2 weeks actually. The first week after we left, I dyed some sock planks, and I'll show you some of them, just some of them. I actually tried my hand with self-striping sock planks. So this is double-stranded. So when you knit, you should have two double-stranded socks that are self-striping that match. And I did a September morn with my September morn colors, and that's this one.
Mhm.
So it should self-stripe. I think I made the things long enough, big enough. Now the littler ones here, you might just get one stripe out of them or two. It depends on how many. I think these are 42 around. So if you do 60 to, I think 66 or something, isn't that the normal when you guys do?
64.
Huh?
I do
64.
64.
Okay. So you should still get some stripes out of these. So anyway, this is the September morn. Then I did a nebula one. But I took some of the colors that I use in my regular things, and this is like my favorite. I don't know, I just love this one. It's a speckled stripes.
Oh, it's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? And
Hmm.
what I've done before I even do these, you guys, I take a thing of cotton and I weave it in so that they
On
don't
your
unravel.
ends.
I weave it. I actually not weave it. I sew it in the end. And then so when you get this, you just pull this cotton strip out, and then it'll start, whatever the double strand is, like here it is. You just start and you pull this cotton strip out. I just found that it helps when I dye them too, because I used to, when I dye them, and Amber, that you get this long string. The more you wash them, the longer the string becomes. And so you
Mhm.
get that.
Well,
And
and we
then
used to do the light bulb hooks in them. We
yes,
would
we did light bulb.
light
We took them
bulb
off
hooks.
the thing. Okay,
Mhm.
and then I did one with some pinks, and it has the berry crush, the light pink, and the darker pink.
Oh, that's pretty.
And the way I did these, you guys, is I dyed them with a lighter color first. This was dyed all in the light pink to begin with. So the back, this is the back, the color goes through the back. And then I used a sponge brush so you don't get the white look on the back that you do sometimes do with some of my other ones because
Mm.
when you're
Well, and our other
dyeing,
ones were tubular. These ones
yes,
are flat, aren't they?
the flat, yes, it's just a flat. It does curl, but yeah, these are the flat.
That makes
So
a little bit of a difference too with being able to get your color all the way through.
yes, and like but when I was dyeing them all different ways, sometimes when you open them up, the color hasn't gone all the way through, just like on a skein of yarn.
Right.
So when I did these, because of the way I did them, I had little jars of color left over. So I made some yarn with those. This is one of them that I did with the pinks and purples and grays and greens, and I call this the glades.
Hmm.
Can you kind of see the colors?
Are you watching that again? Is that why you called it that?
Yes.
So is Dave.
Has he ever seen
Oh
it
no,
before?
Royal Pain. No, he's watching Royal Pains. Never mind.
Oh, I started watching that over again too. It's on my other station. Okay, and then this is the blues and some yellows in it. And this one I called Spring Storm. So those are the two, and these are done in 8515, both of
Are
these.
they one of a kind? Because there's just one of
They're
them.
two of a kind.
There's two of them. Two of them. That's
Two,
right. You do two at a
I got
time.
two of each.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, they can't be duplicated because like I said, I used the leftover dye. Leave no dye behind. So, but anyway, so I did those. And then I dyed for people that like 10-gram minis. I dyed up a whole bunch of those. I dyed in tonals. I
Tell
did a
them. Tell them why. Tell them.
what?
Tell them why you forgot that you had them.
Oh, about 2 years ago, I guess I was going to do a advent calendar using 10-gram minis. And I had these pushed in the back behind my things. And I pulled them out the other day. I had over 300 10-gram minis to dye. So I dyed 175, you guys. And oh, actually more than that, because so 200 of them I dyed. But I did tonal in the pastels. I did the spring colors. I did autumn colors. I did fluorescence. And I did the bright rainbows. And then I did one I call splashes of colors where they're speckled, but one has like gold and orange, and then the next has orange and then red and purple and purple and blue and gold, so that they kind of blend in together. But
Mhm.
yeah, and I did that group in the 10-gram minis, I did the 20-gram minis, and I did the 20-gram worsted. I know a lot of people like the 20-gram worsted, so I'm trying to get more of those in my shop too. So yeah, I've been a little busybody. So,
Little busy.
a little busy. And then I did our Dragons and Dungeons. Dragons and Yarn.
Like, what's it called? Dragons and
And
Yarn. Yes.
that's a
Um,
month for you guys. So I know some of you are in it. You don't have to be in every month, and I remind you every month. So you just have to join the months you want.
mm,
But this month was really fun. Last month, well, every month is fun, let's face it.
mm.
Can't wait to see what Amber does for March.
No, I'm trying to think since February is so short.
Yeah, I know it's like you have to do them again already. So, but
We don't have
yeah,
spring break until
April.
the third week of March. No,
March 31st is Easter this year. It's on
second.
Jeff's birthday.
I know. I know
Yeah,
all
we
about
have
that.
that.
Our spring break is March 11th through 15th. But next week I have a half day on Thursday because of parent teacher conferences. Well, the kids have a half day. I have parent teacher conferences, and then Friday parent teacher conferences, and then we have the Monday after off because it's President's Day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll get a
Boy.
3-day weekend next weekend. But
No, you need it.
yeah, I'm gonna need it after I take that test.
And after talking to those parents.
Honestly, my kids, my student development kids, I don't have any issues with
Oh,
really.
it's
That
just the first period and just your homeroom class. So yeah.
well, yeah. I have them after second period, but yeah, it's just those
Are
kids.
they actually a whole hour you have them?
I have them for 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
So
I
it's
have
kind of
them
like
from
homeroom, because I think homeroom we used to only be in for like 15 minutes.
I have them from 10:05 or 10:10 to 10:52. I have them for 42 minutes.
Okay, so you have to do something in there. What do you do?
They do
Because it's
homework.
not a math class, is it?
No,
Oh,
they
it's
do
like,
homework.
like a
And
study hall.
I
Okay.
check their grades and we do activities sometimes. Like they
Oh,
help me decorate my door when we do our door competitions. That's part of the camaraderie is them helping decorate the door. Um,
oh,
yeah. So we did that for Halloween and Christmas. We were supposed to do a Valentine's Day one, but they haven't announced it yet. So that's Tuesday
yeah, yeah.
or Wednesday.
Today's the 10th, 11, 12, 13,
Wednesday.
14,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Really quickly, Lori said she had surgery the week of Thanksgiving and sitting at a table was uncomfortable for several weeks. Then she went
Yeah.
back to work and was too tired for several weeks more. So she's been crocheting in a recliner and doing up her new planners as her crafting time lately. And
Oh, Lord. And I
Jill said,
know what she had. And so, yeah, I mean, my eye was bad enough,
"Mm,
but yeah. And
yeah,
then Jill had surgery. So
mm,
in November too, I think. No, she had hers in January.
yeah, I think January. But she
Yeah.
said September morning is one of her favorites, by the way.
Yes, it is my favorite, and it's always done very well. And it does well all year long, not just for autumn. But
Oh, I thought at
September,
first you were saying it's always done very well, as in I make it very nicely. It's really awesome.
I have three that do well. That September Morn, well, actually four. September Morn, Nebula, Exploding TARDIS, and Love on the Rocks. And I know Jill likes Love on the Rocks too. In
Mhm.
fact, I need to make up some more of those. I think I'm out in most of the colorways. But yeah, those four. And I've had Exploding TARDIS for at least 5 years in there. It's just one of those color. I think it was my first one that really took off, and then I've just kept it. Just and I make it in all my color in all my yarn bases. A lot of them I don't, but those four I make in all my yarn bases when I make them because they're just fun. And I don't even have to look at the recipe anymore. I know them by heart.
I was looking and saw that our first video was 6 years ago, by the way.
We've been on our hair for 6 years.
Damn.
Wow. I don't remember us. Oh, yeah. You were in Keenan when we started.
No, I
No,
was not. I was in Blackfoot.
I meant, that's what I meant, in Blackfoot.
Like,
I'm sorry, I was thinking Kingman in my head, Blackfoot in my head and said Kingman. Yeah, you were in Blackfoot. Yeah, and then that's when I traveled back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you were
I
here.
did too. I traveled to you as well.
Yeah. And then we've done these split screens since you went back to New Mexico or went to New Mexico. So,
Hmm.
because you were here, what, a year and a half?
I no less than a year.
Huh?
Less than a year.
Was it? Didn't you come in August and move in August?
Nope, we closed on our house on Halloween.
Yeah, but you were here when you closed on your house.
Only like a month. So
Oh,
September. And then we
okay.
moved in July of the next year when we got hired. Because I
Right.
think July I had to work or July 4th weekend or July 24th weekend. I can't remember which one was my last work. Because we started school like August 2nd.
I was just say you started the first week in August. I know you started right away down
Here
there.
we started the end of July. I had my first week of school was like July 29th and 30th here in Belen. And our last day of school is May, the two days after Memorial Day this year.
That's right.
Just
See, and
short.
that's what we used to do. We used to start the day after Labor Day,
Mhm.
and then we went through till June 6th or June 7th. I mean, it was like the first week in June. But in Montana, you never had to worry about it getting really hot. But
Mhm.
you guys, I mean, you've have taught in most of the hot states, except in Idaho. That wasn't a hot state, but here it gets warm in September.
Mhm.
But
Here
you
it's
guys have
warm.
air conditioning though, don't you? So we didn't have air
We have a
conditioning.
swamp cooler.
And nobody had air conditioning back in those days, even in California. I mean, unless you had money, it was fairly new thing. Nobody had air conditioning in their cars. I never had air conditioning in my car until I got my Sebring, and that was here in Utah.
Spring didn't
So
have air conditioning.
yes, it did.
Oh no,
Not
I was thinking of your shadow. I was
yeah,
thinking of your shadow. That did
you
not
know,
have
my
air conditioning.
Sundance. You
I
had
mean,
a shit.
I had a
Sundance.
shadow. My
Yeah,
shadow had air conditioning. Your Sundance didn't.
we lived in California in that time. Your dad had in his T-Bird, but I didn't have it in my little Yugo. Yeah, I never had air until so that was just 20 years ago. So we never had air growing up. It was roll the windows down. We didn't have seat belts either.
Yeah, a lot's changed with that. Yeah, with
So,
vehicles.
but I, yeah, life has changed.
Mhm. I mean,
So,
even in my lifetime, I was telling my students we were doing a problem that was talking about like download speed, like of a file, downloading a file that had like 100 megabyte speed. And I'm like, you guys, when I was in high school, like we had like 3.5 inch floppies and they held kilobytes. They didn't even hold megabytes. And a gigabyte I had never even heard of. I'm like, I mean, that was just 30 or 25 years ago. And I'm like, before that, when you were a kid, a computer
we
filled a
didn't have it.
room.
We didn't have any
You
computers
didn't
around.
have home computers, but they had computers for the space program.
Yeah, the big, it took up a whole room. I remember my
Yeah.
first job when they went on computers, and it was in California, and it was our computers would go down if it got too hot in the building because that room would get hot. And yeah, we had to back them up every night. The one time we didn't back them up, I still remember that. I was in Montana when
Mm.
that happened. He didn't back that. We were still backing up then. They didn't
Oh,
back up that night, and the power went out, and we lost everything. We had to rewrite over. I mean, re-put in over like 200 or 300 um
service
orders,
tickets.
um repair orders.
Hmm.
Because yeah, so and I was just thinking when you and I got, were you at home when I got my first real computer?
Yeah.
I paid like $2,000 for that thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
and I used to get on the internet, you guys. I would turn it on to get on the internet. I'd go do my dishes. I mean, it would take 15 to 20 minutes for a connect because it
had to
was done.
call.
It was
Yeah.
you had to go through your telephone. Through your yeah, everybody had to have a landline. So,
Now we've got Wi-Fi. I mean,
right, I didn't even have my first cell phone until I moved here to I knew I was moving here to Utah. So that was in the year you moved here. When did you graduate? That year from
2001.
college? Huh?
2001.
So 2001 is when I got my first cell phone. So I've had it 23 years. But and I've had the same phone number. I've been very lucky. But I've
Hmm.
stayed with the same company. I've stayed with Verizon all those years.
Yeah,
But boy,
it hurts.
well, I have a goal tomorrow. I'm going to finish my calendar
Okay.
for February. Um, I'm just
Tomorrow
kind of
is Sunday, so
yep. So
take a day of rest and do diamond painting.
yeah, and I'm not really um I don't know if I'm going to dye any more yarn this week or not
You've
because
dyed a lot. So, I mean, if you took a break,
I know. Yeah, I've dyed. I was down to like 100 and when I took the silk off, you guys, my silk scarves, and I put them over to my Crystal Skies handmade made. So if you guys like the silk scarves, they're on my Crystal Skies handmade now. And all that's on this site is my yarn, my hand dyed yarn. So yeah. So I'm just trying to, like I said, I'm trying to give that other side a little bit of a boost. So
mhm,
instead of just dishcloths, I now have silk scarves on there.
that's
And yeah, so yeah, I'm trying, and I'm up to like with the silk scarves, I'm up to like 83. I think I have 83 things on there. So,
that's a lot.
well, I only had 40 something before I put all those silk scarves on.
That's
Yeah.
a
Well, because,
seems
well,
like a lot to go through.
and every one of those dishcloths, people don't realize when you make a set of dishcloths, each dishcloth takes between an hour and a half to do. So a set of four, I have between 4 and 6 hours. So at least 2 days, sometimes three. and I only get $12 for them. You know, I mean, they're almost like a waste of time. So
You
that's why I
would
only do
probably
them when
charge
I'm
more.
watching TV. Yeah, but people wouldn't buy them then, you
I
know? So you just, the old rule of thumb, I could charge more, but then I might sell one versus selling four sets, you know? So,
know.
and there are people that sell more, but then there are people that sell them for less that are like me that just do them in their spare time. You know, it's just something to do with
Matter of
their hand.
deciding what your time's worth.
Yes.
I mean, because I
But
have, I mean, people always, that always comes up on like the pages I'm on, the crafting pages, or like even the 3D printing pages of like people are like, oh my gosh, like they aren't going to pay that much. Well, you have to decide what your time is worth. And
right.
just because someone can't afford it doesn't mean you're too expensive. Maybe you're out of their price range, but you're not out of someone else's price range. So you have to just
Well,
decide
yeah,
what you're
but
worth,
each club,
Yeah, I
they're
know.
$4 each. You're not going to get any more than that. I
Yeah.
mean,
You know,
if you look at the people that sell them for five, they might have sold 100. I've sold 7,000 and some.
yeah. Think of
Yeah.
all the hours you've put in for those.
But I've been on that site for 13 years, I think.
I
And
know.
when we first started, it was just kind of I was working a job. When I really got serious with this, that's when I went into the hand-dyed yarn.
Mhm.
I mean, I did pillowcases even, remember? And nursing pads. And those sold too. They're just the nursing pads, once you get into, I did it like a, what do you call it? Line, not a factory line. I cut
Oh,
them
an
all
assembly
out.
line.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I think I did them over a year before I realized that I was cutting every circle out, you guys. My serger cuts the circles. It didn't even dawn on me that I could do them on the serger and cut the circles as I went. I still remember that. I was like, oh my gosh, Donna. And
Things we learn,
I'm funny.
as you do things, you learn things. And that's okay. I mean, you have experience. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's, with charging too, like, I mean, I'm not trying to talk about your dishcloths, but like people who decide what they're going to charge for things, you know, this comes up a lot on some of the TikTok people I follow who are like hairstylists.
Oh,
Novice hairstylists charge less than someone who's a master stylist because you're paying for their experience and their expertise. And
right,
like
true.
as you learn things, you get better. And I look at some of my 3D prints from my enders
Uh-huh.
and they were okay, but I have better tools now and they look better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just learn and grow.
Right. But
Getting weird because my hip hurts. I apologize. Like if you can see my knee popping up in the middle, I'm getting old. My left hip, it just for the past like 6 months, I have been having hip issues. That's why
uh,
sometimes when you call, that's why I'm in the tub because I'm trying to soak it with warm heat. It
right. You
hurts.
haven't really had any injuries back there or anything.
No, but I danced a lot,
Yeah,
and
true. Yeah.
dancing where's your joints different than other things do.
Yes. Yes, true.
Not that I was like a master ballet person or anything, but I did dance in college a lot.
You had to. You were in musicals, and that's a
Yeah, and
lot
I
of
took
it.
dance class too. I took 3 dance classes a day for 3 years.
Right.
I
I
mean,
know.
I was
Yeah.
dancing a lot.
Yes, you were.
And sitting today to kit up what lies beneath made my back hurt more too. Kitting
Oh, yeah.
up because you cut and then you have to tap it in and then you close. Like it's different than just
It's different movement. Yes.
yeah. So my back is sore too. I'm just dying. I'm getting older and I'm dying.
Yeah. See, and I get the back across where my bra goes across there. Like today, I had to go lay flat on my bed to
Oh,
relax because when I'm dyeing yarn, just the up and down and the up and down, and something about you move your hands different when you're dyeing yarn. And yeah, I could never do 100 skeins a day like some of these people do.
I know.
I
I never
just,
would have the space for that. For one thing,
no.
you don't have the space for that either.
No,
Yeah,
Jeffrey found at DI yesterday. He calls me from DI and he says, Mom, they have what do we use? They're called
chafing dish.
a chafing dish. He said, Mom, it's an electric chafing dish. Do you want me to get it? I says, no.
Like, where would I put it?
That's why I said, where would I put it and where would I plug it in? I bet every plug in our house is full of stuff. I mean, Jeffrey has extra because of all his electronic things. And then this mobile home does not have that many plugins in each room. And some of them are behind something, so
Mhm.
you can't get to them. And
See,
yeah, and I
I'm
think
lucky.
so.
Each wall in here has two plugs. And then there's one next to my
That's nice. That's
door
good.
too. And we have so many plugs, which is it's amazing because I've been in houses too, like that don't have a lot. And it's like,
My
okay,
bedroom, the
next
master bedroom, I
door.
have, yeah, my master bedroom has two plugs.
Hmm.
One there under my bed there, and then one on the wall by the window. That's it.
Hmm. Yep.
Oh, wait, there is one behind that dresser, but it's behind something. I mean,
Wait, don't you have one next to your closet door too on that wall?
yeah, but I don't count that because it's
It's in the way.
falling apart. Kind of.
Oh, well,
Jeff
it's
tried to
kind of
fix
in the
it.
way.
He's the old mom. He said, you're going to have to get an actual electrician out here to, you know, because
Hmm.
they're the old-fashioned ones where they don't fit on the plate right.
Oh,
My plate's actually off of it.
oh, really? Oh, shoot.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
but
my classroom is like that. My classroom has three plugs, the whole classroom.
yeah.
Some of the other classrooms, like they have like the whole wall full of them. Like they've attached cords, so they have the whole wall to plug things in. Like,
I might one of these days call an electrician and have him come out and find out what he would pay cost for him to replace all my plugs. Because
oh,
Jeffrey doesn't have the tools to do it. But I
hmm,
know, remember when they did our two bathrooms?
hmm,
That was $200
yeah.
for the two bathrooms.
But that was
So,
included, didn't they have to rewire something too because something blew
well,
with
well,
it?
he put those new kinds of plugs in that pop if they're
Yeah,
over. Yeah, and
you
they
didn't
didn't
have
have
those.
those in our bathrooms. No.
Yeah.
So, but nowadays, I think do your plugins have them in every room? I mean, in every
So just
plug
the bathrooms
just
and
in your kitchen?
one of the ones in the kitchen, I think does. Maybe two of the ones in the kitchen have it. Not all of them. But
Yeah.
yeah.
The kitchen ones are fine. It's just some of these bedrooms just don't, yeah,
Hmm.
up to par. But
Yeah.
so I don't really have anything else to say. Do
Gonna
you?
cop gonna catch up on a couple of comments. Jill said you tempted me with the Love on the Rocks blank. Um, and then
What?
she said,
It's a pretty one.
he's real pretty. She said waiting for the handshake on the computer, like when it would connect with the internet, there'd be like a handshake on the screen on something.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. And then Aunt Shell suggested a way for me to sleep to get my hip not to hurt.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause she's the
Hello.
one that makes do your back for you too.
I know Dave has tried, but he pushes too hard. He hurts me. He doesn't know how
Yeah.
to do it. He doesn't have the touch.
Right.
I can do it to him.
And the Aunt Shelley touch.
Mhm.
Because Aunt
Well,
Shelley taught you how to do it.
mhm. And that's why, and I think some people are intuitive with it. I can kind of feel as I touch someone's back where they're going to need it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a chiropractor, not at all. But like I can tell by touching someone's back, oh, it's going to pop. It's not. And here's where it's going to pop. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's inherited. Maybe it skipped you. Aunt Shell got it and I got it. I don't know. But
Well, I've never even tried it. I've never even thought about it. And I never let either of you do my back.
mm-mm. Yeah,
But
I need mine done again. It's been a while. Did I have
I
Aunt Shell do it when we were up there for grandma? I feel
don't
like I
know.
did.
Did
I feel
you?
like I
You
did.
yeah.
One of the times we were up there. I don't
If
know.
you did lay on the floor in mother's
Might
living
have.
room.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's been a while. I need to go to a chiropractor too, I think. I'm wondering if one of my legs is longer than the other, or like if I'm off and that's what's causing my hip pain is that I'm askew.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
It's
his
like,
is actual, mine would be caused by like a vertebrae being moved or something, not because I'm missing part of my ankle bone or part of my hip bone like he is.
are you? Oh yeah,
No, I
he's
said mine wouldn't be like his.
yeah,
His is actually longer than the other one.
yeah, because it got ground off in the
I
in the
know.
motorcycle accident.
When I
Yes.
tell that story, people are like, "Ugh."
Yep. Oh, it was awful. Unless you've lived through somebody with that.
Yeah. Anyway, All right. We don't want to lose, we don't want to,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway. All
Anyway,
right.
you guys, I will work on my calendar, and I think I might work on my tiger,
You should a
because I
little.
don't like that one. It's just so big, I don't even know where I'd put it. It's like,
Oh, you mean
oh,
when you're done?
I still have my Halloween cat up on my window in here. I've got to take her down and roll her up and put her up there. I missed all the Christmas ones. I didn't put any of my Christmas ones
Well,
up.
I have my stack of Christmas ones behind me, and then the finished objects I showed last video, and then today's back here. I haven't done much in here.
I know.
And then I volunteered to do summer school.
Oh, are you going to do summer school? You talked about that.
Yeah, they mentioned it again that they're gonna have two different sessions, like a morning and afternoon, and I thought it's only for 1 month. Why not?
Oh,
They pay us for it.
yeah, and you get paid good for it, don't you?
I don't know. They haven't said if it's gonna be hourly or like a contract, how they're gonna do it. But it's just a month and it's intense. Like it's 2 weeks of the first semester and 2 weeks of the second semester, and it's just filling in gaps. It's not reteaching the whole curriculum over 2 weeks. So I thought, why
Oh,
not? It'll make me a better teacher.
yeah, yeah. You'll learn how to do things faster
And it's just the month of June.
oh, okay. So you still
And then
have
we have to
July.
go on vacation for the first 3 weeks of July before we have to come back.
Then you have to go back.
But I mean, the great thing about it too is our principal said, they don't have to be there. So if you have students that are giving you a hard time, call their parents and say, come pick them back up. They're not welcome. They're going to have to come up with another plan to make up those credits. And I was
All
like,
right.
I like that. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, you just have to put up with crap
Well, yeah, yeah, that's true. True.
because they have to be at school. They don't have to be at summer school. We can find another way for them to make up those credits they've lost.
That's right. Nobody just goes to summer school though because they want to. They go to summer
No.
school because they have to.
Right. And I think we'll have a lot of freshmen in summer school because first semester, their freshman year, they were like, this doesn't matter. They're going to pass me on anyway because that's what's happened for the last 8 years of schooling. I don't have to try. So we have lots of Fs for their freshman year for the first semester. Because now my kids have way better grades this semester than they did last semester
Oh, good.
because they're trying harder. They don't want to have to make up the whole year.
Right.
They want to make up a semester now. And it's either summer school or Edgenuity or retaking the class next year and missing out on one of their electives. I wouldn't want to do that.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
why I did correspondence school for my makeup credits in high school.
you didn't make up credits.
I did too. I took social studies through BYU because
I
I
thought,
failed my first semester of it.
oh, I don't remember
And I
that.
took astronomy too.
Well, that one you
The
took
heck of
because you
it.
wanted to. Yeah. I
But I
remember.
thought, why not sign up for two classes? So I took social studies too because I failed the first
I
semester.
remember our stupid computer. You were online and it took forever to.
No, no, it was not online. They sent me books. I filled out answers. We put it in an envelope and sent
Oh,
it back
I
to
thought it was
BYU.
online.
It was
Yeah.
not online.
Kids have it so easy nowadays because they can take all that stuff. Plus, I don't know if your high school offers it, but can they take college courses in your high school like they can here
Well,
and
they can do
come out with an AA?
no, they can do AP classes where they can take the AP exam and get credit, like I did for my English since my senior year.
Okay.
And the class I had to make up was they put me in honors social studies. And each week
Right.
was writing a 7-page paper every single week. And that's why I failed because I wasn't going to write a paper every week. That was a lot of work.
Yeah, and you were in drama. You were
Well, and
in
then one paper a
school
month
and at
was like a lot,
dispensary.
you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know how my teacher was grading 200 papers a week.
I know.
I'm like, that's why I didn't want to go into English because I'm not going to grade papers like that. Those are a lot of work to grade.
Yeah.
I know what I'm about, and it's
Read
not
them.
writing
You have
essays
to
all
read every one of them.
uh-huh. You can't just okay, I'm not gonna this is gonna sound bad. You can't just BS your way through that. But I mean, like math, the answer is right or wrong.
Right.
There's no subjectivity in math. It's just
Right.
it's right or it's wrong. English, it's very objective. I mean,
Right.
you grade them on the standards and you have like a rubric, but still you have to read them and decide if they've met those standards, you know?
Right.
And my math curriculum grades everything for me. I give them the assignment through the computer, it grades it, and it puts a grade in my grade book for me too. I just discovered that this semester. I didn't know that last semester. I was doing paper stuff because I don't know, I like paper.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, all right,
Okay.
it's 8:22. We should probably go. I'm
Right, we'll
getting
be back on the 24th. Yeah, the 24th, guys.
Mhm.
Everybody
Yes.
have a nice Valentine's Day or Single Awareness Day.
Mhm.
And
Or Galentine's Day.
what's that?
The
Galentine's.
day before Valentine's Day. It's for your girlfriends. It's Galentine's Day.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it started with Parks and Rec, but now
It's
people celebrate it for real.
okay.
Yeah, anyway. All right, enjoy everyone. Be safe. I know some of you guys have weather things going on. Jill said the snow just arrived, so be
Yep.
safe, be warm,
And
and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
okay, bye everybody.
Bye, guys.